Alright guys, this is my computer. It's a Gateway 5266E Media Center Edition. Features an Intel Core 2 Duo E6700 at 2.66 GHz. Video card, put the light on so you can see there. It's an nVIDIA nVIDIA 7950 GT overclocked. I got my RAM in there. 1 gigabyte Corsair memory at 800 megahertz. I got my 2 hard drives down there. They're right in there. I have a 150 gigabyte RAPTOR, 10,000 RPM. And then I have a 300 gigabyte Seagate. They're not connecting rated. They're independent. So one I use for my operating system, the other one I use for storage. Okay. Proved out what I did here with the cooling. That's a BTX brackets for the water cooling. That's a coolest water block for the CPU with the BTX bracket. Now before I started doing the system, I did a lot of research because I couldn't find any PC computers that were BTX and were water cooled, so I believe this is the first one. So I just want to share what I did here. And Coolants by far was the only company that I found to have the BTX brackets and a water block that would fit it. Alright, so it's right in there. And by the way, it's a very good block. Gets the job done. Now for the video card, I have a Danger Dan water block mounted right there. Now the problem that I had with this is that the tubes wouldn't fit that with the standard fittings that came with the water block. So I had to buy a couple of L balls. As you can see, I put an L ball in there, and then put another L ball in here and made it fit. I only had 3 inches of clearance, and to just put a tube in there without an L ball, it would have pinched the tube and blocked the water flow. For the north bridge, it just came with a standard heatsink, and it usually got pretty hot, so I went to frozen CPU and I bought that fan, mounted right on top of it. That solved my problem. And then the south bridge right there came with, it had nothing on top of it, so I couldn't fit another one of those fans in there. So I just mounted a that's the south bridge right there. So I just mounted a heatsink in there, and that seems to have helped. Alright, so let me give a rundown what I did with the water cooling. I have two 80mm radiators. I have one in the back right here. That's mounted to a 80mm fan. The fan has a little switch here that allows me to control the speed, high, medium, and low. Okay. Then I have the front radiator. That's connected to a 120mm fan. As you can see, I use this bracket over here that allows me to connect a 120mm fan to a 180. I'm sorry, to an 80mm. Sorry about that. Alright, so that's what I did, and I rather chose to go with the 120 in the front. You know, provides me with a better airflow, sucking more air through the radiator. Alright, so my pump, which is right down there, I don't think you can see it very well. It's right there. That's my pump in there. That's a SwiftTech pump. It's a low profile, fits in there nice and tight. Now, I'll show you what I did here. The water comes from the pump, goes up to the CPU, right there, then comes out, goes right into the video card, right there, comes in. By the way, don't pay attention to this, I had some leaks in here, so I just had to do that to get rid of it, otherwise I would have to take the whole system apart, and I didn't feel like it, so it's my computer, who cares. So it goes right into the water block for the video card, comes out, into this elbow here, and goes right into the radiator up here. Gets cooled, comes out on the top here, this tube up here. It goes to the rear radiator right there, gets cooled off, comes out, and then back into the pump. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's my computer. Just want to share with you. By the way, the side panel, I cut that up so to expose all the night's work. Right. Up there, I have all my wiring. I hit one on the base. It's kind of tight. I have nowhere to put them. And the other side of the case does not open. It's bolted to the chassis, so I couldn't fit it behind the motherboard. So I just put everything in there. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I installed some UV lights. Make everything look nice and pretty in there. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's my computer. Hope you guys liked it.